This week, I spent most of my time creating more levels, and the focus was the city. There will be different paths to take that will lead to the main palace. The idea is that depending on the path taken, there will be different outcomes or events during the game, and each one will determine the different endings of the game. This is very time consuming to change different events without having to create too many new areas, so for now I'm focusing on the main path that will lead to the end of the game. After that, I will create the different branches that will alter the final outcome, like alternative endings. Well, that's the idea. Let me show you the new levels after the intro. Welcome back. If you are new to the channel, I make games, and you can download many of my games from the link in the description below. The first thing that I wanted to add is a street in this old city, and the ability to enter some of the buildings, so you can in some ways modify the linear path of the game, and one of those is the first building, since you can enter it and it is like a tavern. There will be different enemies here, and you will need to climb to the second floor to finish this area. Moving back to the main street, you will face different enemies here like gangs or thieves. Well, I still need to design those enemies, and there will be quite many fights around this area. Once this part of the main street is finished, you will enter the park area. Bushes and some kind of labyrinths will be added. If you decide to go up here, there will be a different path in that way to follow, and if you don't take that one, you will continue down the road to this beautiful pond and bridge. Again, many new different enemies will come here that will guard the entrance to the palace, so expect many powerful enemies, and since in this game you will die a lot in order to get strong, the enemy at the bridge will be very tough. Anyway, these enemies will guard the entrance to the palace, so it should be pretty hard to go through if you haven't leveled up enough. So that's why I added the alternative path in the park area, so some other enemies and events will happen that way. After finishing the bridge, you will enter the main palace, a heavy guarded entrance like this. Well, still no enemies here yet. One of the things about all these levels is that I'm using a very limited number of sprites. I would like to use the less possible number of sprites to different areas and make them feel different, even if the sprites are the same. So far in all the game, I'm using only around 160 sprites for all the levels without counting light, shadows and special effects like fog, fire and others. As I design new areas, I may need to add more and more, but limiting the number of sprites reduces the amount of time I use to draw. But at the same time, it means I need to spend more time finding good use of each one to make them feel different by changing colors, size, scale, angles and so on, and try to create a beautiful scene. In total, there are 6 new areas here, and on average took around 5 to 6 hours to make each one, from concept design and implementation. So it takes quite a lot of time to put all of these sprites together, and still there are quite many more levels to go. And that's it for this week. What do you think? Is there anything you would like to see in this kind of game? Let me know in the comments below, and even if you don't have anything to say, you can help me by writing nice scenes in the comments below. That will help with the algorithm. If you want to support my work, please click like and subscribe, and click on the notification bell so you do not miss my next update. Thank you so much for watching my journey. See you next week.